checking a couple little bits, and I'm ready to go. So welcome back to another Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask live stream. In this part we're going to be exploring the final main area of the game, which is Ikana Kingdom. Going to see how far we get into it, and let's hop on in. So this is going to be the first major trading sequence, I guess you could call it. Like, there's been trading things, but this is what I consider the first of any massive one in a Zelda game, where we need to trade a lot of items around. So first thing I want to do is go to the bank, and let's withdraw a bunch of rupees. Since I've already got that 5,000 rupee reward, I've got plenty to play around with, so I'm just going to get... I'll get 300. I shouldn't need it, but I'm going to get it anyway. Because rupees now we don't really need to worry about. I'm also going to play the Song of Inverted Time. Lovely ringing noise from the rupees. Slow down time. So, before we go into Ikana, we've got a bunch of items we absolutely must buy or collect from around the world. So first things first, I want to grab a bottle. I'm hoping there's... oh, for goodness sake. I'm hoping there's one thing in this water. Might not be... I might have to go somewhere else to get this. First thing I need. No. Okay. I'll find a different place to do it. But we need a fish, so I'm going to have to find a fish to put in a bottle. Ah, hang on, it won't speak to me unless I'm not wearing the ears. We are going to buy some Deku nuts, which we're going to need. We don't need anything else here. So that's the first thing we're going to buy. Before going to Ikana and doing the story stuff, make sure you have the hook shot. Make sure you have ice arrows, unless you're really good at bomb jumps, which I am not, so I cannot launch myself across a platform we need. So you'll need ice arrows otherwise. He's going to say I only sorts the Gorons. So we want to make sure with the hook shot, the Garo mask, ice arrows, and most important, the thing I'm coming to get now, make sure you absolutely buy a powder keg. You will need a powder keg going forward in Ikana, so we are going to buy one right now. And because you can only carry one, we don't have to worry about that. And while I'm here in the bomb shop, we're also going to buy some bombs. I could go around collecting things, but buying things will be a bit quicker for me, so I'm going to buy 20. We only need 10, but I'm going to use a bomb outside of the town for something that I need to also go get. So, let me check my checklist, because we need some very specific items for this annoying trade sequence. Where to next? I'm going to put the bunny hood on as well. I need to remind myself where there is a fish. Because I need a fish in a bottle. I'm trying to think of where the nearest one is. I think the closest one I can get is actually right over here in the west part of Termina Field. There is a pool down here that has a fish, I believe. But I'll need my Zora mask to grab it in a bottle. I don't know if it comes to the shallow part of the water. Let's go grab our fish. The chest just has a few rupees. That's not what I'm after. I'm after a fish. Oh, come on. Ugh. When it wants to scoop in the bottle. You stupid fish. Eh. Eh. Come on. Get in the bottle, you stupid fish. Ugh. There we go. Oh, God. Right. We got our fish. Now we need to go get some milk. And the easiest place to get milk is just south here. I'm also going to grab my ocarina. I'm also going to grab my Deku mask. So we need milk. We have fish. We have Deku nuts. We have bombs. A couple more things. As with a lot of things, the 3DS version has some differences with this side quest, where some of the items you need less amount of. So, for example, you only need one Deku nut in the 3DS version. You also only need one magic bean, whereas in this version you need 5. But that's they're the two differences. There we go. Play the Epona song to a cow. It'll give us some milk. Very nice, thank you. Okay, so we have fish, milk, Deku nuts, bomb, powder keg that we're gonna need. We just need them. All we need now is magic beans. And the easiest place to get magic beans is going to Southern Swamp, putting the Deku mask on, and talking to the merchant just outside of the boat game. The house with the boat game. Oh. It's all just a little busy work before we get into everything. But I figure now I should really get this done before anything else. We got, yeah, I'm pretty sure we've done all the side questy stuff last 2 parts. Oh, come on. Sorry, I keep looking at my notes because I don't want to have to make a trip back for things. Now, you can also grab a blue potion if you want. I don't think you really need it because the reward you give, you just get some rupees, which we definitely don't need any more of. Yes, I need 5 magic beans, so let's buy some more. Unfortunately, I've got to keep spamming through this to buy magic beans, because we need 5 of them. Admittedly, this is one thing the 3DS version did fix, was it actually let you just do this with 1 magic bean. I don't know why they still kept this awkward bit of the game in. And this isn't a side quest, you need to do this trade sequence in order to actually finish the game. So we should have 5 now. 5 magic beans. We have powder keg. We have that. We have that. Powder keg, Deku nut, 10 Deku nuts. We have 5 magic beans, 10 Deku nuts, a powder keg, 10 bombs, a fish, milk. That is everything we need. Right. And now, we are ready to go. So, we are going to the east side of the world. Gotta find a good place to warp. I love the Deku's form. He's so little and tiny. Alright. Let's see what we can do. We want to take our mask off. Now let us play Epona song. Get our little horsey, who somehow teleports through a boulder. Out of a metal gate, out of a boulder. In the ranch. Because remember, every time we play in Epona's song, she's behind metal bars, and she's also behind a giant boulder, and yet she somehow just gets here perfectly. Okay, we've got to be quick. We don't want to touch that stupid bird over here that steals things. And we want to go to the east side now. Don't have any arrows, but we'll find some along the way. Oh, there you go. 30 arrows, perfect. You do want to make sure you have a couple arrows going forward. If you need to, you can also buy some from the general store that we went past. Can I? Oh, I can equip. That's good. Okay, so we want to have the hook shot, the Garrow mask, and I don't need the ocarina, so I'm going to just grab ice arrows. So I'll go up here. Smack that horse, yeah. Smack that horse. Yeah, we know all this. We've done this before. We've been around here. So yeah, to get in, we need to be wearing the Garrow mask. As this terrifying Bombchu lies in wait for us. He'll spout the tree when he sees that. I gotta be quick and turn around and... Oh! Okay, don't mind. Or he'll kill himself on my horse. Wonderful. Oh, sorry, he'll unalive himself on my horse. Oh, come on. I was pointing at that tree. Good enough. There we go. So let's make our way forward. Alright. I showed this off last part. No, the part before last. But I'm going to do it again. So if you put the stone mask on, these guys won't bother you. Negeron. That's a Negeron. Don't get too close to it. It smells like gunpowder. So yeah, they won't pop up if you put the stone mask on. That's a good way to... Did that boulder just avoid? Hold on, did that boulder just avoid me? Okay, that one didn't. I swear that boulder before just swerved past me. That looks funny. But yeah, so if you take it off, you'll notice the pop up all around this path. So just to save some time, do that. Oh, hello, little prancy man. What do you want? Hey, that's a nice sword you have. You know, lately, frightening ghosts have been appearing in swarms in Ikana village across the river. It seems they're the ghosts of Ikana's royal family or something. There's no one living there anymore, so I moved nearby. Now, there's only a curious parent and child living there while they research the ghosts. Did I mention that is one nice sword? Can I see it for a second? Yeah, sure. Huh? Really? I don't want to trouble you, but... What's some red thing? What is it? It seems hostile. So yeah, you can say no to him. Either way, he won't steal your sword, so you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, I like the idea that... Oh, okay. Like that. I like the fact that Navi... not Navi. Scares her away. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so Tattle scares him away. Now, I mentioned about bomb jumping earlier, and it's a trick you can do where I can't do it myself, but basically you put a bomb down, you roll into it, as you're holding your shield, and if you do it right, it flings you across, and if you do it a really good bomb jump here, you can actually slide across there without needing to use ice arrows. I've seen it on a speed run of this game, where they beat the game in just one 3-day cycle. But because I'm not that good at this, I'm just going to do this how you're supposed to do it. So we freeze the Octorok. Hold on a minute. I said we freeze the Octorok. That creates a platform. I am going to have to risk taking a rock to the face here. Come on. Oh, come on. Freeze! I said freeze! Excuse me. Why are you not freezing, buddy? Okay, that shouldn't be happening. Why is he not frozen? He should freeze, but he's not freezing, which is very annoying. Maybe I just shot too many with ice arrows? Hold on. Come on. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Come on! Yeah! Alright. And now, with them both frozen, we can just jump across the 2 ice blocks. You do need the hook shot though, so no matter what, even if you do the bomb slide, you still need to make sure you grab a hook shot for this. Oh, okay, they're unfrozen. Come on. Here we go. Okay. Hook shot here, hook shot there, and one more to the top. I said one more to the top. Yeah! And we got an owl statue. I really wish this was on the bottom, because it would have made doing the Andrew Cafe quest a lot easier. But anyway, we've got a warp point now if we need to teleport here. Kill the crow. I'm going to also grab arrows, because believe it or not, that is all we ever need the ice arrows for. Unless anyone else knows, I'm pretty sure that's the only time in the game you need to use ice arrows, besides the third dungeon. So, kind of underutilized, but still. Pop the bubble! Alright, let's get a map. One more time, talk to Tingle. Why don't we hear his dialogue? After all, we haven't spoken to him in a long time. What's this? Green cloves? White fairy? Sir, could you by chance be a forest fairy? Oh my! My name is Tingle. I think I'm the same as you, sir, a forest fairy. Alas, though, I am already age 35. No fairy has come to me yet. My father tells me to grow up and act my age, but why? I tell you, Tingle is the very reincarnation of a fairy. Now, while I stand here waiting for a fairy of my own, I sell maps to help out my father. Lucky, lucky, you're so lucky to have a fairy. I know, we should be friends. Yes, yes, in exchange I will sell you a map for cheap as a sign of my friendship. Will you buy one of Tingle's maps? Yes, we will. Yippee! We got the Stone Tower map. Well, call again. Tingle, tingle, Kululimpa. These are the magic words that Tingle created himself. Don't steal them. Okay. So you might be wondering why I've got the stone mask on. And I can show why I've popped that on. So over here we've got some lovely mummies. The little Gibdos wandering around that house, which we will need to go into. Ooh, frame rate. So I don't really want to bother with them. You can put on the Garo mask around Ikana, and if you put that on, you'll get these little guys who pop up and give you hints. So I'll show one of them off. Why not? If you're stuck wondering what to do, that's what Tattle's pinging about, is to say there's a spirit. Master, you called? What are you? But yeah, you'll summon one of these guys, which you then have to fight. Not very hard. And they'll give you a little hint about things in the area. Regrettable, although my rival, you are spectacular. I shall take my bow by opening my heart and revealing my wisdom. To revive the dried-up river on Ikana Hill, you must go to the spring water cave. Belief or disbelief rests with you. To die without leaving a corpse, that is the way of us Garo. So yeah, I'll give you little hints. Not bad. I don't really need them though, so I'm just ignoring that. But now, we're going to create a suspend point. Based on how the jumping game went last time, I'm not taking chances with side quests. Let's talk to this guy in the ghost house. Ikana Kingdom was founded on this land, stained with a history of darkness, drenched in blood. Even now it is a place where troubled, regretful spirits gather. If you are seeking the one who is stronger than you are, you may find strength here, from a group of spirits plagued by lingering regrets. If you have faith in your skills and might, then try saving these wandering spirits, hee. But the earthly price you must pay is 30 rupees. Will you still do it? I'll do it. You are a boy of such vigor. Defeat the ladies within the time limit and rest their souls in peace. But if your life energy drops below 3 hearts, I will stop the match. Mercy is the least I can offer. Are you prepared? Oh yeah, let's go for it. So we got a little mini boss fight here against the Pearl Sisters from Ocarina of Time. Similar strategy to that game, where you can only hit them when when they're visible. So my best strategy is just hold the shield up, get close to them, let them spin into you, and then go for a quick slash. The first 3 aren't too bad because they're all pretty much the same. The last one mixes things up a bit though. My best advice is also go for 1 at a time. Even when they double team you here, I figure I'd rather get rid of them bit by bit. Because trying to focus on going after 2 at the same time is a bit annoying. Oh, I didn't know they dropped rupees. Huh? Something new. Your main concern is just time limit. So if you get really up close to them, you end their attack cycle quicker. And you want as much time as you can for this last one, because this last one's the annoying one. Where you gotta find the real one. So the one that spins is the real one. And the only way to hit them is with an arrow. Just for speed, I'd recommend use regular arrows. Which one was it? This one? Nope, wrong one. Nope. Oh my goodness, no, it's not that one. Oh, come on. That's the one. Yeah! Let's keep it going. I think you can also do a spin slash, but you gotta be quick with this. Which is why I don't like that strategy. So yeah, I just play it careful and just lock onto them, shoot an arrow. Make sure you lock onto the right one though. Take about, I think, 4 or 5 arrows to kill. That's the one. And there you go. That was pretty good, actually. And that's it. It seems their souls have been healed. I give to you the earthly possession which the ladies kept. Take it, Gary. And there we go. That is your name. Oh, sorry. You'll be coming here. Now my own soul has been healed too, with that hee. Just as a refresher, in case anyone's new, we've named him Gary because that's the name of one of our cats. We've got a big black and white cat called Gary. I figured it'd be just funny to call him Gary. The noble hero Gary. So let's go into the well. That's our only big side quest in this area. So pretty much going to be a story part here. What voice can I give this guy? Well, I think the best voice. Let me think. Yes. What business have you in the Ikana Kingdom? Land where only the dead roam. Mamma mia! It's me, Mario the ghost. Yahoo! This is no place for one as full of life as you. Or do you so say that you wish to join the dead? That is fine. If that is the case, then sleep gently to the melody of darkness that the great composer Sharp shall play, and join the ranks of the dead. Okay, so he'll start damaging us with music, but if we play the right song for him, it'll heal him. So I'll show this off first. If you play the Song of Healing, we get a little special scene with him. Somehow my heart is eased. This melody has a serenity to it, and yet, to one of the dead and darkness like myself, a song like that that no longer holds meaning to me. You shall end your futile resistance and quickly join the ranks of the dead. Alright, so let's play what we actually need to play. The song we learned from his Luigi-looking brother. The Song of Psalms. Which also removes curses. So I think it's quite appropriate. Well, what is this? This song? Oh, I'm drink. No, it can't be. This song. I'm no longer how you say evil. Haha. And with helping his soul, we get the river flowing, which powers up the water wheel. And that gets some special music to play from the house. Do, 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 do. Oh, I hate that song. And yet, oh, I'm feeling the Dancing fever. Must dance to music. Music too strong. Music is killing me. Ah. That's it, Gibdos. Now wave your arms in the air like you just don't care. See ya. I know the music's just removing the curse and killing away the Gibdos, but I like to imagine it's like a little nightclub scene. Just with the way they wave their little arms up in the air. Flatter, my dear brother, forgive your foolish brother who dreamt of the revival of the royal family. Ye who do not fear the dead. With my brother's song, you have broken the curse that was placed upon me. It is all thanks to you. Yahoo! We dead should not be lingering here in this land. It was all a trick of the master one who had to upset things. If you truly do not fear the dead, I wish for you to go to the temple in that land and sever the root of the evil curse that torments us. To do that, I, the only one who knows the way into the temple, shall direct you to the king. The king is in the ruins of Ikana Castle, awaiting the coming of the one who will break the curse. I have made my final request. And there you go. So with that, we can finally now explore this house. The little girl, however, that opens the door will run away if she sees us. So as with all stealth, we must put a rock on our face and hide with our stone mask. Now, if you don't do the stone mask method, you can sneak behind her and get into there. And if she happens to spot you, if you plant a bomb or use the blast mask, you can lure her back out of the house and try again. But just come here with the stone mask, it's so much easier. But yeah, this is the music box house. Let's see what's playing this music. Those big speakers. Oh, hello, Mummy. Mummy? Sorry, Mummy? Oh. This mummy looks different. Sort of seems like it's waiting for its human heart to be healed. Well, do something. Haven't you figured it out yet? Sword? Bomb? Blast? Bomb, right? Yeah, bomb. Nope. Okay. Yeah, so as with anything that needs to be healed, we play the Song of Healing. Now, if you swing your sword at him, you'll get a little scene where the girl tries to stop you and you get kicked out of the house. Oh my god. My face. Father? Father! Pamela. What have I been doing this whole time? You haven't been doing anything. You had a bad dream. You were just having a little nightmare. Pamela. Yay! We got a cast mask that could turn us into a mummy. Oh. You got the Gibdo mask! This mask was once the hideous face of Pamela's father. This mask looks so real that even a Gibdo would mistake you as one of its own. In all seriousness, this is a really touching scene here. Seeing the father and daughter reunited. There's some dark imagery though here. Bear in mind, this is like a weird cursed teddy bear and some like spell tags that are in the closet that he's been hiding inside. Makes you wonder, like, if the daughter did that to him to keep him safe. Let it be, don't you get it? You're so insensitive. Alright. And of course we get the Song of Healing playing in here. It's a really nice moment. Alright. But with that done, we have the Gibdo mask, and that is what we need to do the next part of the story. So we're going to grab the Gibdo mask, And I'm going to grab my bunny hood because I like running around quickly. So when you've got the Gibdo mask and you've done what you need over here, we're going to wander over to the well, which is on the top. Make sure, again, before you go down here and do everything, you have the items you need for the trade sequence. So just to remind you, that's 10 bombs, 10 Deku Nuts, 5 magic beans, a bottle of milk, a bottle with a fish inside, and a powder keg. You can also bring a magic potion if you want to get some extra rupees. In the 3DS version, you need 1 Deku Nut and... No, 5... Is it? You need 1 magic bean and... Let me double check. I think it's 1 Deku Nut. I'll double check that again. Yeah, or 1 Deku Nut in the 3DS version. But everything else is still the same. There you go. So when you're good and ready, let's go into the well. Now, to do anything in here, we're going to pop the Gibdo mask on, which lets us talk to Gibdos. Leave it, leave it! Leave me something delicious to chomp on, something that sprouts when it's watered, preferably 5 of them. I don't know why, but I really like these little Gibdos. They're so silly. They just want these random items. Ah, this, I bear you no remorse. They also, for some reason, slay their S's, which I quite like. It's nice to have, like, a Zelda enemy actually have some personality. Ooh, you beanie. Okay. Oh, also watch out in this room, because there is a Wall Master, which, if it grabs you, it'll send you back to the start of the well. And you know they're showing up if you see the shadow growing from underneath you, and hear that whooshing sound. Okay. Leave it, leave it! Leave me something that makes a blinding flash, preferably 10 of them. Hear it? Blinding flash. Take my nuts. Ah, this, I bear you no remorse. Nice. Alright. Now you can get some of these items in the well itself, but just to speed things off, I've just gone and got them ahead of time. And I recommend you do the same. Also, just be careful not to, like, I don't think you can you attack him? Yeah, you can attack him. I wouldn't do that, though. Leave it, leave it. Leave me something warm that can melt ice and quench one's thirst. Okay, so that's not. That's the blue potion. If you don't have it, I have no need for you. Away! So that one's for the blue potion. We don't need that. We need this one. Leave it, leave it. Leave me 10 refreshing blasts. Refreshing blast, you say? I have bombs. Is that a refreshing blast? Ah, this, I bear you no remorse. Through the door. Now, we've got a little mini-boss here we've got to fight. And it is with a big bow. As with all big bow fights, you want to get your arrows. I'm going to use fire arrows, because they should do more damage. Get your shield up. Hit him with an arrow. They disappear. They'll reappear in a moment. Lock on. Shield up. Fire arrow. Just a few of these should do. Come when he's close enough. Fire arrow. Make sure you've got an empty bottle as well. To catch the ghost, because we're going to need to grab the big pearl. Should be one more hit after this. Let's grab the bottle. But you do need to make sure you bottle a big pearl. If you know any other areas that have big pearls, you can bring one across, but it's so much easier to just come into this room, grab that. But we need the big pearl in order to get to the last part of this area. Don't need him, so we're going to head back. The extra little side rooms I'm not showing off just lead you to things with the items. But we want to go this way. Leave it, leave it! Leave me something deliciously fresh. Is that fresh fish? Here you are. Ah, this, I bear you no remorse. I do want to watch out because I heard that shadow growing. So get me out of that room. And it should just be straight up now. Because all the other ones lead to separate things. Leave it, leave it! Leave me a ghost, a big one at that. So this is where, this one's the one that you need the big pearl for. Honestly, this isn't too hard. It's just a bit annoying that you need all these items. Ah, these, I bet you no remorse. But if you come here with all the items that you need, you can breeze through this part. Oh. No? Okay, I was expecting him to come down. Right, this is the last one now. Leave it, leave it! Leave me something that goes... leave me something rich in calcium. Calcium? You got it. Milk! Ew, this, I bet you no remorse. I don't know what mummies want with fish, milk, a ghost, bombs, nuts, but... You know what? If they're happy, they're happy. You know what? Oh, dang it, I forgot to grab some Deku sticks. I could have done this without having to use my arrows. So, light the torches. Fire arrows will do. So make sure you got some magic coming here. Which reminds me, I kind of messed up. Maybe I should have drunk some Chateau Romani. The alcoholic milk that gives us infinite magic for a 3-day cycle. It was fun. So we did all that to get us the mirror shield. It can reflect certain kinds of light. Press R to assume a defensive position. Yeah, I know how defending works. Yes. So yeah, this is our lovely new shield for the rest of the game. That is a face only a mother could love. But we need that to shine light. Certain beams of light, like you reflect with the mirror shield. If it'll actually work, come on. If you point at the sun icons, you'll make things happen. And if you shine them on the blocks, like this one here, with all the sun icon, it also makes it work. And I like this. I think this is a really great example of a good tutorial. You're not told anything in this room. You get the shield, reflects light. You can figure out just from defending what you can do with it. That's all you need. You don't need to be told this is what you do. It just gives you what you need in the room and lets you put the pieces together. But anyway, we are now about to reach our... I'd call it like a mini dungeon before the actual dungeon of Ikana. This is the ancient castle of Ikana. We've got quite a bit to do in here. Again, if you come here without a powder keg, you will have to turn back because we need a powder keg to destroy a specific spotlight. Now, if you wear any of the masks, including the captain's hat, the Gibda mask, and I believe the Garo mask, you will cause Redeads to spin around and dance. No, we don't need that room, we need this room. Which we need... Oh my god, have I run out of magic already? I've run out of magic. Okay, I guess I need some magic. That's hearts. I said I need magic. Okay, fine. Give me some magic. They only drop rupees, don't... Oh, okay, fine. I need magic to do the other... melt the other block. It's fine. We'll find something with magic. Oh, we got a floor master. Similar to the wall master, but they don't hang up. They don't hang around the ceilings. They fight on the floor. And we can't go through there. What I need is magic. I need magic. I'm gonna have a problem with magic, aren't I? Alright, this is awkward. I need magic power, and I don't have any... I've run out of magic. Is there any grass I can cut around here, or any block? Grass! Please give me some magic. I need magic. Yeah. I'm gonna need more than that, though. That is not what I need. That is also not what I need. I said I need... I don't understand what the point is in this. little bit here. I mean, I'm getting items, but like, this feels like there should be something here, but it's just an empty spot. Okay, there's a fairy. That was kind of nice, but eh. It's such a random spot for a fairy. Like, why is it here? But you know what? I'm not complaining. I get a fairy. I'd recommend keep one of the masks on around this area whenever you go through some of the rooms, unless you need to change masks. Just because it makes the enemies not hostile towards you, and it makes this dungeon much easier. It's not really a hard dungeon. It's just got some little sneaky puzzles. So we don't need to melt that one yet. Let's redo this room again. We want to melt this one here. I did not mean to set him on fire. I just want to melt the ice. Continue your dancing and all your prancing. I don't need rupees. Why they give me rupees is beyond me. We do not need them. For this room, we want the Deku mask. I said we want the Deku mask. Because we need to get to this block, this little platform. I picked the wrong one. You want the one closest to there. But it's fine, because if you go into a flower, you can pop the wall back up. And we need to do that, so we can go up there and press the switch. You just have to do 2 dives to do this. Now you'll notice there's certain... Oh my god, are you actually kidding me? There's what I was going to say is there's certain spots in the room where the ceiling won't fall on you. Yeah, get in. Right. I need to fly up there. I need to not be stupid this time. Press the switch. That does that. Oh, you know what? Usually I just jump down there, but you know what? I can show this off. If I'll actually hit it. This is what you're supposed to do. You shoot an arrow, but you can also just do like a jump off there. The bunny hood would help you with that. Now for this room, we want to use the lens of truth because there's a lot of stuff in here to keep an eye out for. With platforming and everything. There's another room as well where the Deku mask can help. So as you can see here, some ice platforms to watch out for. I need to kill all these tektites hanging up. Oh, Skulltulas tektites are the ones that bounce off the floor. Okay. Yeah, I'd take your time a bit in this room, because some of these jumps are a bit tricky. Or can be surprisingly annoying. Oh my god! What if I put the stone mask on? I'm a rock! Oh, come on. Well, I stopped them, but they touched me. But if you cast Song of Storms. What? Oh my god. Song of Storms will cure it. There you go. We got there eventually. When you just get that one note wrong. Yeah, if you wear the stone mask, they'll ignore you. Yet another reason why the stone mask is one of the best masks in the game. But yeah. Now let us open the door. Okay. Now, there is a heart piece over here, which you can platform across there to get to. But before we go do that, I want to just get everything I need to do up here done first, because I usually forget. What I usually do is I run through and then come back up again, and I don't really want to do that. I'm also going to create a suspend point in case I fall off or make a mistake, just to save time. Yet another reason why this version's really good. We're gonna want that Deku mask. Oh my god. Exactly like that. This is why we create suspend points, and why I'm so glad for suspend points in this version of the game. To cover up dumb mistakes like that. I try not to use them too often, but, you know, they've really helped me out in this playthrough when I've done stupid mistakes like that. Just to save time. Normally I'd play this game on the GameCube version, but just because trying to record off of it, it wasn't working. I think it's because it's a European copy. Or there's a problem with the disc or something. I mean, I'm in Europe, but I'm in the UK, so I don't know what it is exactly that caused the problem. I just know it was having issues with it, with the recording. But yeah. But anyway, you want to hit that switch on there, which opens the way forward. It opens up the roof in that room, in the main room. So light will now be beaming down in there for what we need to do. But what I want to do as well, before I continue with the actual important story thing, I want to show this weird thing off here. Not that edge. There's a random paper plane right there. Let me get my arrow so I can show this off a bit better. Right there, just a random little paper plane. I don't know why that's in the game. I don't know what the point of it is. You can't do anything with it. If you jump on the platform, you can't like interact with it. It's just a random paper plane someone threw up here in the middle of a castle. It's such a weird inclusion, but yeah. I'm just trying to remember. Yeah, no. Unfortunately, we can't climb this gate to get in there, so we have to find a different way into that room. But that's the room. That gated off area is where you need the powder keg when you get into there. But I'll show that off soon enough. What we need to do now is I need the Deku mask. I need to line myself up here. You know what? I don't. Wait. Make sure I don't fall off. I want to create another suspend point, because this is exactly a spot where I could make a massive mistake if I don't do the jump correctly. And that'll waste all of our time. We want to hit this switch to put out the fire. It is, I believe, on the time limit. So we're going to roll jump. No, not play our ocarina. No, not swing our sword. We're going to put the Deku mask on. And you want to go across to here and platform your way between flowers. Now, unfortunately, you can't make it with just one flower, so you need to use the second flower to get across. But by this point, you should be an expert with that. And there we go. 3 pieces of heart. We have actually got every piece of heart now that you can possibly get before the final dungeon. There are no more pieces of heart around. And the one that we can't get access to until we have done beaten the 4th dungeon. So we'll get to that once we've done that. Further down the line. Alright. Now what I'm going to do, I shall put on my Give the mask again. The good thing about doing this going through this area that way and getting the heart piece is I don't have to go back through that side room again, because that usually takes a lot of time up for me. I forgot. Once you've I forgot, it doesn't open the light in the main room, it opens the light in this room, which we need to open this way forward. Now, if you've been watching this series, you know how much I hate the 3DS version, and the 3DS version gets on my nerves and has all these issues. Oh, get off, get off. However, I will give credit, the 3DS version has one of my favourite random Easter eggs in any game ever. So you can see these guys are all doing a little dance. You got 2 doing the jellyfish, 1 twirling around like the others, and you got this one doing the Cossack, which I love. But what the 3DS version did was it included a few extra dance moves, and one of them's actually doing like what seems to be like the Thriller dance, and I love that they did that. I think it's such a funny little Easter egg that they didn't have to put in, but they just decided to because why not? But yeah, we got another fight with Wizrobe. sadly, this is not the last time we're going to see him. Fire arrows are your best bet with him. Oh, come on. If he shoots his fire and it's about to hit you, just move out of the way. Not a hard mini-boss. Oh, come on. I'm like barely missing him. Take that. He should... No? Does he not run around this one? Oh, come on. Okay. Oh, man. Come on. Yeah, that was a good look there. I'm pretty sure fire arrows do more damage to him. Oh, I had a perfect shot there. I panicked. Let's see. Ooh. Trickery. Yeah. Kill him with jump slash. There you go. Yeah, so these ones here, you got them doing the Cossack, but they actually put some in doing, I think it's meant to be like the thriller dance. I definitely recommend looking that up if you haven't seen it before. It's very fun. But they really didn't need to include that, and I love that they did. It's that little care. I knocked the 3DS version, and believe me, I'm not done yet, because the 4th dungeon boss has my worst thing about the 3DS version. I knock it for a lot of stuff, but I do appreciate what that version tried to do, and where it does something good, I appreciate it. They, however, didn't fix this. This is the worst thing in the game for me. This one moment right here, I need a moment to talk about this. So, you've done all the well. You've gone through everything in the well. You've checked what items you needed. Bit annoying, you know. Oh, great, I have to go get magic beans. I have to get this and that. But you figure it out. You went through the well. That's fine. And to be fair, the well has everything else besides the magic beans, which is the first item you need. My issue in all Majora's Mask, for as much as games are like, oh, you need a guide, you don't really need a guide to do a lot of the stuff in this game. Except you do need a guide to know to bring a powder keg here. If you don't bring a powder keg, you can get yourself all the way up here and be stuck. Here, see, you always miss things like this. Take a look, the rocks are cracked here. A regular bomb won't break this. The only thing that will break this is a powder keg. And if you don't have a powder keg, you gotta turn yourself around, go buy a powder keg, and make yourself back again. And it's absolute pain. They didn't need to do this, but they did. And they didn't change it in the 3DS version, which this is the biggest thing they should have changed, and they didn't, and I don't understand why. Or what they should have done, if they were going to do anything and keep the powder keg, say they wanted it for sentimental reasons, or whatever, or to make it more useful, just put someone here. Put like a ghost merchant who sells you a powder keg, like a ghost Goron or something cool. They could have done a lot to fix this, and they didn't do anything. It's just the same problem. But yeah, but anyway, with the powder keg, you unlock the light in this room, and that finally takes us to the end of the Ikana fortress. Again, it's not too bad of an area. I don't need the rupees, but I'll grab them anyway. Stop your dancing. Now, we're making pretty decent time, all things considered. We're near the end of the first day. I'm just going to show off 2 little fun Easter eggs revolving around 2 different masks. But we'll start by walking into this room with... We need fire arrows, so we want to make sure we've got some magic. I'd recommend make sure your health's a bit up, because this mini-boss can be a bit tricky that we're going to fight in here. But yeah, make sure you've also got enough magic to use a couple fire arrows. I believe there are some pots in this room if you need it. But yeah. So you can see we've got some light in here. But as soon as we enter the room, this happens. Oh, insolent one, who has brought the unthinkable into a land as dark as Ikana. My servants have fallen namelessly before the light that guides you. Okay. I've got a better voice for this character. However, the darkness in which my servants live is, after all, fleeting. You shall see with your own eyes just what kind of thing true darkness really is. Alright, so we've got a fight with some skellies. Now before we do anything, if you pop the Bremen mask on, we can confuse the little guards. You don't need to do this at all, this is just a silly little Easter egg. You can make them march around the room. They'll only fall for it for a moment though. What we want to do though, is we want to shoot fire arrow at the curtain to beam some light into the room. No, no! Oh no! I feel like, even though he'd probably have a deeper voice, I just can't resist doing a skelly welly voice for him. If you stand in the light, the skeletons will run away from you, so that's a good opportunity to get the other curtain lit. No! I'm also going to show this off, so if you pop the captain mask on and go up to the captain, you get this little scene. Oh, Kita! Is it not Captain Kita? But you're so tiny. I was nearly fooled by what you have done. Alright. So now that we've shown off some little goofy Easter eggs, what you need to do with these guys is, these guys will never die. So what you need to do is knock them down and then shine light onto them. Unfortunately, they can be a bit stubborn, so I'd recommend things like spin slash, like this special spin slash can help deal with them to knock them over. Duck here, shine light on the corpse if you can get it to work. Ugh, come on, okay, they're gonna be a pain, I know it. Come on. There's one. I'm going to just focus on one at a time. There you go. So as soon as you shine the light on a corpse, they'll be dead for good. They're quite slow at attacking, to be fair. Like, they wind up the punch a bit. Oh, he's too far away. Oh, I got him! Hey, nice. But once you get him, you gotta fight the leader. And this guy's a lot tougher. So I'd recommend with this one, you don't want this fight to drag on for too long, because this guy has a really nasty special attack. And I hope he doesn't, he's going to probably use it here. Yeah, what we want to do is I'm trying to be as aggressive as I can, to not give him a moment to do his super attack. No! That's the one I don't want. So I have no idea what to do with this attack, because he's going to keep floating around the room for a moment. I'm going to try to put the bunny hold on. You want to keep away from him as best you can. And his ghostly body will also run. And unfortunately, if he gets you, he'll grab you like that. I still haven't yet figured out how you can avoid it. If anyone in the comments knows a way to avoid him when he does that attack, I'd love to hear it. But yeah, you shine light on his corpse and that'll get rid of him. Can be a bit annoying, but he's not too awful.
You're blocking me. Get out of the way. I can still get him.
Blocking you? The reason he beat us is because you were so feeble. Don't blame this on me.
What? Just try saying that again to my bony face.
Feeble. Feeble, 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 feeble.
Shut up already. Don't look at me. I was once called the best swordsman in all of Ikana.
The greatest swordsman in all of Ikana? You? Feeble.
Draw your weapon.
Huh?
I said, I'm telling you to draw your sword.
How?
you stop? What fools! Haven't you begun to understand? The kingdom being ruined and us being left in this state. Isn't it petty little battles like this that have caused it? Believing in your friends and embracing that belief by forgiving failure, these feelings have vanished from our hearts. It all happened after somebody thrust open the doors of that stone tower. You who bring light into darkness, I am the king of Ikana Kingdom, Igos du Ikana. The spell binding that had been cast upon us was broken by that light which you carry. To return true light to this land, you must seal the doors of Stone Tower where the winds of darkness blow through. But Stone Tower is an impenetrable stronghold. Hundreds of soldiers from my kingdom would not even be able to topple it. It is far too reckless for one to take on such a challenge. And so, I grant to you a soldier who has no heart, one who will not falter in the darkness. You shall remember this song.
This is my favourite of the dungeon songs. And one of my favourite ocarina songs ever. It's just so, like, it's so catchy and it's so chilling. I don't know what it is. There's something about it that's very unsettling, but also really catchy. And I like it. But this is the Elegy of Emptiness. And if you have been on the internet and ever heard of a creepypasta, you will know this statue as a creepy internet image from a ghost story online about a haunted copy of Majora's Mask called Ben Drowned. It's a really good story. If you're into like spooky internet stories, it's a really well done one, and it even has like videos to go accompany it, which add a lot to the tension. It's a mystical song that allows you to shed a shell shaped in your current image. By playing this song while wearing masks to assume different forms, you'll be able to leave up to 4 empty shells, one for each form.
This soldier who has no heart in your twin image is your twin image. Yeah. This soldier who has no heart is your twin image. A shell of yourself that you will shed when your song commands it. On my kingdom shine the light of justice.
Now, the thing that's interesting is you can use this for all 4 forms. And because the other 3 characters who have these statues are dead, and you have the masks of the spirits, it makes you wonder if Link's dead in this game. A lot of people have disproved it. It doesn't seem to be the case, but I think it's a really interesting theory, and I'm kind of subscribed to the theory, because I think it explains why the area is called Termina, why there's a lot of imagery of death, and there's a lot of things about this game about accepting situations and dealing with dark situations and mourning death and everything. But yeah. But anyway, this is our way we get into the dungeon with this creepy ass statue. But enough about that. Let us leave the castle with our new song. Pop on our captain hat so these guys won't bother us. Excuse me, gentlemen. Don't mind me, don't mind me. May have just accidentally killed them, but oh well. Oh, I forgot you have to... So now... You may be wondering, what do we do? We haven't... There's a little... This block is blocking our way out. So what do? Well, you could go into a little area at the start of Ikana, shine some light and it'll block it ahead of time. Or you can save yourself time and just play the Song of Soaring. Either way, we need to just go back to the entrance of Ikana. In just 1 hour, we are pretty much set to do the dungeon now. And I was debating leaving it until next part, but I figure it'll be a very short part if I don't do the dungeon now. So I'm going to just do it. I'm going to just go ahead and get going with the final dungeon of the game, because, I mean, at this point, we've got plenty of time to do it, first of all. Like, I don't think I'll have an issue with time. I don't have to worry about having to do loads after this site, after this. So I'm going to actually make this my last time cycle. But, well, kind of. Actually, no. You know what? We're going to reset time when we get to the entrance. Just to give us that little extra leeway. I think that's fair. I should also mention now, with the Elegy of Emptiness, which we will be using to navigate this area. Oh my god. Stupid bat. Fine. With the Elegy of Emptiness, you can create statues of each form, except one of the forms is... They all go off of weight, which is really stupid, and I don't like it, because it only comes into play with the weight system for one specific thing in this section of the game. But yeah, we want to play the Elegy of Emptiness on these statues. Oh god. Wait, no. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. No. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. You will be playing this song a lot. Because you need to use it in order to climb up to the stone tower. It's not difficult, you just gotta keep playing a few times. Where's that stupid bat? There we go. Okay. What I wanted to say is this area has not only my favourite music track in this game, but one of my favourite music tracks in all of Zelda. I love the Stone Tower Temple theme. And yes, this is also our dungeon theme, and I love that, unlike the other dungeons that are sort of more atmospheric pieces without much of a melody, this one has a catchy tune. Like, I love Stone Tower. Like, this is not only... I'm just saying it right now. This is not only a section of the game I enjoy, despite all the platforms we've got to do to get up. Not only one of my favourite music tracks in all of Zelda, this is my favourite dungeon in the entire Zelda series. I think the puzzles are great. I think the music is superb. I love the different gimmicks in this dungeon because there's a lot of fun little challenges. I think it's a fair difficulty. I don't think there's any frustrating or annoying part of the dungeon. I need to go down a second. I forgot to do the first one down here. But yeah, this is easily my favourite dungeon. The only thing I don't like about this entire dungeon, and it's one thing in the whole dungeon that I don't like, is the boss. I think the boss fight is one of the weaker Zelda bosses. And if you think I've complained about the 3DS version of this game enough, wait till we get to the boss fight, aka the worst boss fight in all of Zelda history. In the 3DS version. In this version, it's okay. It's nothing spectacular, but it's not a bad boss. But yeah. But we've got plenty of time to talk because we've got to climb all the way up Stone Tower using the Elegy of Emptiness. But you can see how it works. We're basically just going to be playing the song over and over, putting the statues in place, grappling our way up with the hook shot. Oh, come on. Oh, I heard the sound of Redeads, or Gibdos, just then, which is interesting. Now, those buttons right there will just move the statues, but you don't need to use them at all, because the statues will automatically move when you play the song next. So, I'd ignore those ones and just go for the next buttons that we find. It doesn't matter, at this section it doesn't matter which blocks you do. I don't believe so, in which order. I believe this will work in any order. Let's just go for it. Wait. Bom 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 bom. Bom 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 bom. There you go. Yeah. Also, regarding the weight thing of the statues, the only one to keep in mind is the Goron statue is heavier, because it's the only one that matters, because the other ones don't factor in. You never have to worry about the skinniness of the Deku one, or you don't have to worry about anything with the other masks, the other statues, rather. It's just basically, just remember that the Goron one's a bit heavier. The Deku one's light, and because of that, Deku one is useless, and you can't use it for anything. So don't even bother with the Deku form in this. Which, I don't like that. I think they should have created, like, really light... If they're going to do a weight gimmick, just create some light ones that would work with it. I don't think we've shown off BMOS yet, actually. Come on, why is it not... excuse me. Explode! Thank you. I don't know why, my blast mask was not working. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah. Yeah, again, the buttons don't really matter which order yet. They will at the top, but that's fine because we'll deal with that as we get to it, when we get to it. Let's do the Goron one for now. Yeah, this is the only thing that can be a bit tedious, is just having to play the LG of Emptiness over and over, but it's a catchy song. I like it, and I think it's a fun idea of climbing this area to get to the dungeon. It makes this dungeon feel more special. Like, there's something extra serious about this one. Like, you gotta earn your way up to the top. Although I will say, it kind of always feels a little rushed to me, because I feel like the story section in this is a lot shorter than all the other areas. Like, we really got to know the Dekus, and we got to really know the Gorons and the Zoras. And even though this is my favourite section of the game, like, I love Ikana because I love just the atmosphere and the music and just... Oh, it's so creepy, but I love it. It's so, like... It's just so, like, different to a lot of things in Zelda. But you don't really get to know the locals very well. You only really have the Pamela and her dad in the music house. You've got the ghosts, the Mario Luigi ghost. Did I mess that up? Wait, what happened there? Oh, no, that should be fine. Alright? Yeah, that's fine. I don't know what happened. Yeah, also just be careful about falling off, because you will have to go through all this. But you should be okay. Also, I never noticed the sound of, like, all the Gibdos around, which is really cool because there aren't actually any Gibdos in this area. It's just a cool little music piece they've done. Like a little bit of sound design they've put in. Right here, we need to get across there. Don't do that. You want to stand near the edge. I believe you have to get right to the edge to do that. Is this the one that you have to go to the edge for? I believe so. Yes. Let's get right to the edge. You want to get the beaker, the marker to show up. Okay. Oh, yeah, that works, though. Totally different, yeah. And we want to just hookshot up to this one next. Whee! Hurrah! And we have made it to the dungeon entrance. Now, the only thing I'm debating is I feel like I should save because, you know, I don't want to lose all that progress. But if I save, I figure it'd be better to do a clear time cycle so we can come back here ready to go for the dungeon. Because this is it. This is the entrance. So what I'm going to do is I actually am going to play the Song of Time. And give myself as much time for this dungeon as possible, as well as give us a definite save, so that we don't have to worry about ever having to do this again. But because we're only an hour or 18 minutes in, I'm going to actually just go for the dungeon. I'm trying to think if I need to grab anything before I go in. Probably just like some arrows and stuff, but yeah. We've hit that owl statue, which is what we needed to do, basically. Like, all that time cycle was building towards was basically just hit that owl statue so that we can get on with stuff. And if I've done that right, let me just double check I've definitely did that right. Because the last thing I want is to have to redo that. I did hit that owl statue, didn't I? Yes, stone tower. There we go. We got the warp point. That's all we needed. Now, what I want to do next is... I'm going to play the Song of Time. I don't remember if the milk bar's open yet. But I want to try get Chateau Romani. So I'm going to go to the bank, get some money out. Grab my Romani mask. And I'm just going to check quickly if I can get Romani or not. Chateau Romani. Where's our cow mask? Because otherwise we'll just do this without it. But I would like to show off Chateau Romani at least once in this playthrough. And I feel like the 4th dungeon is a good place to do it because we'll be using a lot of magic. I'm also going to buy some arrows and just some arrows and bombs, so we've just got stuff. We don't have to worry about money. We've already got money. We've already done that side quest, so I'll grab 300 rupees again. So I'm going to buy a bomb. Going to buy some bombs. You need 200 to buy Chateau Romani, I know that. So let's get some arrows. Because I can't be bothered to go out in the world and get them. Just gonna get some arrows, some bombs, see if we can get some alcoholic milk. I keep calling Chateau Romani alcoholic milk because there's some dialogue with Romani at the ranch on the last day where her older sister is saying she's gonna be allowed to drink the milk, and it's implied that it's gonna knock her out basically. So that she doesn't have to deal with the fact of the world, you know, the moon crashing into the earth. Like, she's not going to be conscious for it. So it's really dark, really sad, but, yeah. But I figure we should go do this now. Now, if I really did a good job speedrunning this, I could technically try and make this, like, a final stream, but I'm not going to do that because I feel like I'd rather... Oh, it opens at 10 PM. Alright, guess we're not doing Chateau Romani. Sod it. Okay, I guess we're not doing alcoholic milk. We'll do it without it. We can definitely beat Stone Tower without it. I was hoping it opened in the daytime, but no, I guess the bar's only at night. Which makes Chateau Romani way less useful than I thought. Because why would you want to leave a dungeon to come back, get some milk? But it's fine. It's fine. We can do this without it. But yeah. So what we need to do now? Let me see everything here. I would do this as the final stream, but I think Stone Tower is going to take a while just to get through because it's the biggest dungeon of the game, and there's still a bunch of story stuff to go after this for like the final section of the game. So I figure we'll do another stream after this one. But I guarantee you that the next stream will be the finale. So you'll definitely want to stay in tune. Tune in for that one. I was trying to think of like stay tuned for that one, I guess, is what I was trying to say. But yeah, you gotta... To get into the dungeon, we need to play the Elegy of Emptiness in the correct order. So basically, we need to just make a little platform path that gets us there. Which I believe you only need 2 of the 3 forms to do this. Which one is it that I don't need? Yeah, so I don't need that one. No, you do need all 3 songs. Or if you don't, then I guess I messed up and you can do this with 2. No, whatever. No, I'm pretty sure you need all 3. They won't give you 3 buttons if you didn't. But then again, what do I know? People have done crazy things to skip parts of this game, like bomb jumps. I've seen people who have gone to Romani Ranch after they've already got the Zora mask because they've used the they've used a bomb jump to skip over the gate, which is crazy to me, to the Zora area. It's really cool. I'm not very good at like those glitches, but I think that's such a cool thing about this game is the openness to do stuff with that. And I feel like some of the freedom was lost in the 3DS version, which is a real shame because I was excited for the 3DS version. Like, I knock that version all the time, but I really wanted it to be good because I was excited to have Majora's Mask on a portable console. I love the 3DS. It's one of my favourite consoles of all time. Like, that system has so many good games on it, and it's a blast to play, but it just let me down so much, the 3DS version of this. Saying that, I would still recommend the game if you haven't played it. Even if you can only get a hold of the 3DS version, yeah, play it. It's a great game. It's not like it's not Majora's Mask. It's just, I'd also recommend play the original because I think there's a lot of charm to the original, and I think the original really is special. This game is so special, and it's amazing. But yeah, with all that out of the way, welcome to Stone Tower. With its great music. And a lot of, honestly, really fun puzzles. Like, I can't knock the puzzles in this too hard, because they're really fun. As with all dungeons, we also have to look out for 15 stray fairies. So you will want to look top to bottom in this dungeon. And I mean top to bottom. But we'll get into that later on in the dungeon. Yeah, this is the part I was excited about though. Beyond anything else in this game. Getting to Stone Tower is where... whenever I get to a playthrough and I have got to Stone Tower, it is a treat for me because I love Stone Tower so much. Like, this is it for me. This is the best part of the game. This dungeon. Not to knock, like, the end game. Like, that's all fine. It's just to say this is so much... I love this place. And we'll get into why as we go along. But let's grab our first stray fairy. Now, we can't do... I don't believe we can do anything with that yet. Right? Is there a switch? Okay, so... We've got a little sundial there, so we've got to figure out how to do anything with that. But let's just keep exploring. Go to the next room. Now this is another room where we're going to be using the Elegy of Emptiness. Let's go around blast. Oh, that's right. I was not the all-night mask. No, the blast mask. The mask next to it. The mask of blasting. Boom. Now you'll notice there's a chest on the roof. So what do we do with that? Well, we'll get to that. What I want to do first though is get rid of these wood fake boxes. Well, not fake boxes, but these big boxes. Which you can do by just rolling into them. You'll notice we have some mini boxes here. Which you'll need to use at least one of them. To put on these blocks. Because with the Deku mask being the size it is, the weight that it is, it won't work on these switches, which is so stupid, and I hate that they did that. Okay, I guess we're doing this the normal way then. I did not mean to break that block. Now I believe, unless I'm mistaken, in the 3DS version, they do speed the music up. You can skip through the Ocarina songs once you've played them once, which, you know, I'll give compliments where compliments are due. Like, that's a good change. But if I can sum up the 3DS version in one thing, it's one statement. It's one step forward, two steps back. They made certain improvements, but then they made, like, another two choices that just don't work with the game, and they don't agree with the game. But yeah, but enough knocking on the 3DS version. Let's focus on this version, the great version. I'd recommend, if you're going to play Majora's Mask, personally, I think the best version to play is the GameCube Collector's Edition. Simply because I think the GameCube controller works so well for it. Like, it's very comfortable for Majora's Mask. The only thing to watch is the archery games can be built slippery, but compared to this version on the Switch, where I feel like the Switch controller is super slippery, it's a lot more awkward. Did I mess that up? I did. I moved the statue. I would recommend that if you're going to play the Switch version, you can get a N64 controller attachment. I haven't tried it myself because this is my first time actually playing this version. And I've never had an N64, so I don't know how well the N64 is for controls, but I imagine it's probably really good because this game was made for N64. Like, it was on the N64, so the controller should be the best version. But the Switch controllers are okay, they're just a bit slippery, which is a similar problem to the GameCube one, but I think they're worse here. I think the Joy-Cons, because it's a smaller joystick, it's easier to accidentally slip up with it. Where are you? I know you're flying around here. There you are. I want to just shoot my little boomerang things. Yeah! Just want to get rid of the enemy here. Alright. Now what I'm supposed to do is, you know, just... We need to get a key, and obviously there's a room there, so... We could be boring. Not there. Where? There. There's a room there. Now we could be boring and we can just walk down the stairs, I guess. Or you can be fun like me and pop the blast mask on and just drop down. Woo! Again, this is a dungeon you really want to look everywhere. Like, to really keep an eye out. Because the stray fairies can get a little sneaky in this one. Like, this is one of the stray fairies I always miss when I play this game. In this room here, because it's so subtle. Like, what you're supposed to do is very clear, but it's in this little corner of the room that if you don't look, you would just miss that. And that's a stray fairy, you don't want to miss them. But yeah, so you want to try to do as much as you can in every room is my best. The little sonar that the stray fairy mask has can help out a lot. If you're not sure you've got everything, like, you can pop that on, it'll help you out. But yeah, now what we want to do here is wake these guys up. Don't forget that with the Goron form, you can still shield. Like, every form has a way to shield herself. There we go. So we want to kill all the enemies in this room. So these guys will only come to life when you hit them as the statue form. I'm not certain if the sword will do any damage to them, so I just go the Goron mode. Just punch them as a Goron. Make sure you don't miss this chest, by the way. It's in a very darkly lit corner. So, yeah. Definitely worth grabbing. Because this is our map. Map of the dungeon. And I believe this impossible wooden chest in the middle of fire is our small key for the room upstairs. So that should be everything in that room for now. And we want to go in this room here. And you'll notice water. Now, one of the many things I love about this dungeon is how well it uses the forms. Like, this really does feel like the final trial of the game, because here we are using not only the Zora mask, not only the Goron mask, but we even get some use of the Deku mask in this dungeon. There are two things you can do here. Either dolphin dive up to the top, or just let this guy throw you up. Can I do this through the wall? Or does it have to be... Yeah. You can also use the blast mask to blow that up and hit that there. Unfortunately, we don't have a way into the room yet, so we'll have to just bear that in mind. But the chest will stay there, so... We'll come back to this later on in the dungeon. We just want to grab the key for now in here. And head on out. I don't believe there's anything else I need to do. I'm just going to triple check, but I'm pretty sure I'm not able to do... Yeah, see, it's got the the sun sign, but we don't have a way to do anything with that. You'll also notice there's a weird door here underwater, but it's upside down. So you want to bear all of this in mind as you're going through this dungeon. Like, really remember things in the rooms. The upside down walls, the sun blocks, because they'll come in handy in the next part. I don't know if I can do this. Let me see if I can float up to touch the button. Ah, see, yeah, no, right here. Not able to press the button, so we'll have to remember that as well. But yeah, again, this is just a dungeon I really recommend. Look around, check everything out. Oh, go away. I don't remember if there's any. I don't actually remember if there is anything on the bottom. So I'm just gonna quickly look around. Ah, yes, there is. Switch. Yeah, I'd recommend hit all these switches you can, because we need those chests. It's probably becoming obvious what's gonna happen in this dungeon, but I don't feel like I should spoil it. I feel like it's a very cool thing in this. Ah, oh come on, cheeky little plant thing. I'm not doing a very good job here. I don't think I need to fight all these guys, but they're doing my head in, so you would die, you creatures. Take my discs! Whoa! Yeah, no. The main thing we needed to do down there was just click that switch. We can't do anything with that yet. Can't do anything over there. Can't do anything there. Yeah, so right now, not a lot we can do. So let's just pop up here. We've got a key for that room. But first, let us find the light. This is introducing another part of the dungeon, another gimmick, where we want to shine our light onto the mirrors here. And the longer you do it, the longer the light will stay. For us to then use, if I did that right, to reflect onto the sunblock. This is also why I wanted to do a fresh time cycle, because some of these bits can be a bit finicky. And I want as much time on the cycle as possible for this. Oh, come on, I had that. Let's go straight ahead. I'm gonna just shine the light a minute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and run. Yeah, remember, you gotta shine it right at the sun icon itself. If you just do it on the block, it won't work. You gotta aim at the sun. Excuse me, crazy creature. I think his little goofy eyes in the back. And that gives us the compass. Now, we can't do much with that right now, but that's fine. Is there anything else in here? Nope. Don't believe so, anyway. Oh, nope, there is. Let's hit that with a fire arrow. Melt the ice and hit that. Gear! Let's see what that item is. Upside down one, okay. But they will stay activated, so you don't have to worry about, oh, I've done that switch, but then when I get a way to get those chests, they'll be gone. No. This room, I absolutely recommend put the stone mask on when you come in here, because this room can be really annoying otherwise. Oh no, hang on. Stone mask first to destroy these blocks that you need to get rid of. then go stone mask, because these little guys here will keep spawning and be a real nuisance in the room. But if you put the stone mask, they'll leave you be. It just makes this room way easier, and this is always the way I handle this room now. We want to shine light until we find the right one. Come on, which one is it? Come on, line it up, line it up. The other thing I don't like about the mirror shield is I feel like it's very picky about when you've shined it on long enough. Come on, come on. Come on, shine that light. Oh my god, okay. It's always the last switch you check. There we go. So yeah, you want to find the right one. Let's get the chest in this room. I'm going to shine this for a moment. But again, if you put the stone mask on, don't have to worry as much about the annoying enemies in this room. They will leave you alone. But we need to get that block out of the way to get into more of the room, and then we've got to figure out how to get this one over here. Stray fairy number 3. So yeah, you don't worry too much about the stray fairies. If it feels like you're not getting a lot at the start of the dungeon, you'll find later on they just pile on. But yeah, this is why I like the stone mask in this room, because without it, these guys will keep attacking me, and I need a lot of patience with this bit, this puzzle, because this is one of those annoying light puzzles. Yeah, see, we're trying to line the light up. You can see what we're trying to do. We're trying to get the light to shine where we need to get it. Basically set it up so we can long enough on one area, so then we can do it on the next area, so then we can do it, so then we can hit that block. Gonna do this a few more seconds. Okay. We'll do this until it disappears. There we go. And there you go. Bit annoying, but again, put the stone mask on, not a problem in this room. Now what I want to do is go over here and grab the chest. And again, that compass helps us out with just make sure we're getting things. Yeah. Like, it may not look like we're making the most progress here, but believe me, you're doing fine in Stone Tower. Like, this is what I love about Stone Tower. I feel like there's always something to find in the rooms, and there's always something to do. There's very little wasted time or annoying. There's a couple of rooms that can drag on a bit, but it's a pretty well balanced dungeon. Okay, what I want to do before I do anything else in this dungeon, in this room, I'm going to hop down here, purposefully. And this is a room that combines the Goron mask with the Deku mask. But I want to do this first. So you want to slam the switch down, and then you're going to be on a time limit to get around to the other side of the room. But because, obviously, the path's quite far away, using the Goron roll is probably your fastest way through this room. But you're on a very strict time limit, so you got to really rev it up. This room tests how well you are with the Goron mask, which unfortunately I've never been the best at rolling around. I love using it, I don't have that accuracy yet. It's okay. My best advice is just when you hit the switch, line yourself up to try and go straight forward best you can, and just keep rolling. As long as you touch that switch, you've done it. There you go. Done it. Touch the switch, and now we can go back up to the top of the room. I would not recommend the Deku reset room trick, where you turn to a Deku scrubbing lava in this room, because if you do that, you'll have to redo the switch puzzle again. So you want to watch out for that. So you really do want to be careful using your Deku form in this room. But we do need to use it in order to get what we need here. So well, now that we've done that first little bit there, we're going to pop on our Deku mask. hop into the flower. What I want to do first is I want to curve around to this side. Not for the rupees, though we'll grab them, but for the chest that the rupees are pointing towards, which is a cute little way to point you towards something. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is spin over to this. And despite the fact that's giving me a boost, I'm not confident I'm going to make it. So I'm actually going to just jump back into the platform, the petal, and start again over here. Because what we need to do is basically fly around the room. And when you go over the wind, it'll reset how long you've got to fly, which is a really handy mechanic. But yeah, you want to really try your best to get to the gusts of wind. If you're not confident, I was going to say. Okay, I don't think I can make the jump. Let's try it. Yeah, no, we can't. Damn it! Okay, well, does it actually reset? Oh, thank goodness. No, it doesn't reset the fire. Okay, never mind. Yeah, you can use the trick if you need to. You don't try to avoid the lava. Okay. But yeah, this can be a bit annoying. Just getting it lined up right. I think what they want you to do is use these, but I can never get it right with that. Oh, come on. Really, the biggest problem here is just the turning. Like, you can only fly forwards or... Like, you have to, like, curve yourself a bit to fly in a particular direction in this form. So, do what you can to get yourself pointing straight. Really push forward here. That was a very tight fall. You can only just make the distance. There you go. Little trial and error, we got it. Give me my stray fairy. But yeah, you'll notice we're starting to collect a few now. Bit by bit, we're getting our stray fairies. And now, we are about to get to the halfway point of the dungeon. Yeah, so this is a boss where, unlike the other Garros, you want to actually jump out of his way, move out of his way a bit before you go for an attack. I'm not doing this very well, but yeah, because he'll block all your sword strikes until you get him to jump. But the idea is you want to hit him with the sword and just do that. Like I say, you can hit through his guard if you're fast enough. I kind of bone rushed that, but you know what? It worked. To think I could be defeated, although my rival, you are spectacular. I shall take my bow by opening my heart and revealing my wisdom. If you shoot that which releases the sacred golden light into the blood-stained red emblem outside the temple, it shall rearrange things in which the earth is born in the heavens and the moon is born on the earth. Do not forget these words. Die, I shall leave no course. That is the law of us Garrow. Alright. But with that, we get our dungeon item. So, if you've been following along the dungeons, we got the bow in the first dungeon, fire arrows in the second dungeon, ice arrows in the water dungeon, and in here, we get the light arrow. The light of justice shall target evil. So, if you are unable to use reflected light with the mirror shield, this is our other way of using light. With the light arrows themselves. It's funny though, because they don't give you anything in here to shoot with the light arrows. But there are things, to be sure. Okay, what I want to do here is... Also, funny enough, most Zelda games, the first enemy you would see afterwards would be a thing weak to light arrows. Not this one though. This enemy here... You need the hook shot to fight. And he'll come charging at us when he's close enough. And you'll realise it's just one of these little beetle guys from the swamp area. Now what I want to do here is actually drop down here a second, because there is a little trick that saves you a lot of time in this dungeon that I like to do here, where I'm going to use the blast mask. If I've got it right, and you crouch here, you activate this switch, and you can get a chest much earlier than you meant to in this dungeon. It saves you having to backtrack to this point in the game. I highly recommend doing that. That's my big little trick I use to get this chest way earlier than you meant to. I say that because I think they want you to use the blast mask. They want you to work your way around the dungeon and get to it, but just use the blast mask. You can hit it. As soon as I found out about that exploit, I've always used that, and it's such a time saver from how you're supposed to go get that switch hit. I fell down again. That's rude. But yeah. This room will be important. I think it's this room later on. But for right now, just... yeah. Actually, I don't think it is this room. I think it's a different room I'm thinking of that's an important one. There's a room similar to this. But yeah, anyway. If you hit that switch, you'll save yourself so much time for later on. Can I? Yes. Roll. Oh, right. Now I'm going to be careful not to fall off. Oh, my. Okay. Okay. This is just me goofing around at this point. Making a bunch of goofs. You know, if the music wasn't so good, I'd be more annoyed. Yeah, it's not just the music though. This place I like the whole. It actually has a bit of lore to it, and like, it feels like this really special temple. Like, it doesn't just feel like, oh, it's the water dungeon, it's the fire dungeon. It's like, oh no, this is actually like this sacred place for the people in this world. I'm inching my way forward just to be safe. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're good. Alright. Mini-boss number 2. I mean, he's treated like a normal enemy, but this should be... it really does feel like a little... it's super easy little mini-boss. Just use light arrows. Shoot his eye. It's one of these sort of bosses. You've seen him before in games. Especially in Zelda games. All he takes is 2 light arrows. Super easy. Nothing to worry about. And he will give us an item. I believe this is our next stray fairy. Bonk. We have 8. So we've got half our stray fairies. We've hit some switches that have put chests upside down. And we now have light arrows. So with that, I say we go out of the dungeon and see what that guy, the Garrow Master, was talking about. The light. What we do with the light arrows and the gem outside. Which eagle-eyed viewers may have noticed when we were moving the blocks to arrive into this dungeon. Alright, we got another upside down chest. So yeah, any sun patterns, any sun blocks, you can use the light arrows on. Oh, you little jerk. Yeah, well, you're going to be vaporized. Light arrows are also good if you need to make money in this game, because if you hit the cursed bubble enemies, the jumping skeleton skull heads with light arrows, you will... what is it? Yeah, if you hit them with light arrows, you'll cause them to give you extra rupees. No, not that one. I'm going to show tricks so you don't have to... what they expect you to do is reveal the gem here, and then they want you to go across the way with all the Algae of Emptiness stuff set up. Or at least jump onto the block when you use the Algae of Emptiness. But you don't have to do that. What you can do, play the Algae of Emptiness as normal to get that block. You need to make sure this block's moved. Then if you stand near enough to the edge and just shoot the gem, make sure you're a bit more center. Oh my god, come on. I said a bit more center. You can just shoot it while you're on the block and it'll turn the world around. Don't ask me how this works. Don't ask me why it only affects this particular room, but it's cool. This is why this is my favourite dungeon in the game. The first half was a fine little fun dungeon. And now we flip the dungeon on its head and we explore. It's upside down. The music's in like a warped, heavenly sounding. It's, well, not heavenly. It's very... It's higher pitched. And I think that's supposed to be like going up to the heavens. There's a lore to this place where people were building this tower to try and reach the way to the gods. So the gods responded by basically making the light arrows and the gem that would then flip the dungeon. So instead of going up to heaven, you'd go up to hell. Which I think is... It's so weird, but it's such a cool idea for a dungeon. Like, I can't think of any other Zelda dungeon that has this much, like, effort put into it. Like, with, like, lore and, like, just the way it looks is cool. Just a lot of coolness to this dungeon. And the music's great as well. Like, I love both versions. I mean, it's the same tune, but it's just, like, got some, like, different instrument. I think it's just, like, the pitch is higher and, like, they mix some bits up here and there. But I really like it. It sounds very, like, warpy and strange. I think that's fun. But yeah. So, let us explore. So you remember this was the water room? Well, now, instead of water, we've got wind. I don't know why the water went, but you know what? It looks cool, so it's fine. I need the Deku mask. In this room. Now, it may look like I've missed the thing there, but don't forget, all chests are wooden, which means with a bit of aim and not the stupid... This always bothers me. For some reason, it always clips this corner. If I could just point it up a little more, like that. There we go. Boop. Use a hook shot on the chest, and there you go. We've got 10 stray fairies. 5 more to go. Making progress. We've already done that ice block, so I don't have to worry about hitting that again. So now we can start claiming prizes from some of the upside down chests. When I find where they are. I'm going to go across here just to have a little look for a second. So yeah, we've got one there, which is surrounded by fire. But if we hit this with a light arrow, it should, I believe, this is how you put it out. If I can actually hit things directly. There we go. That should do the fire. Or it gives us an upside down chest. That's what I mean. Now we could have gone into the room before and done that, but I figure out I'm alright because I know that you kind of have to go back upside down later in this dungeon anyway, just to collect the last few chests. So I'm fine with having to do it back upside down one more time later on, because this is actually, this way round is how you end the dungeon. Like the upside down part. If you're just going for the dungeon, you don't need to worry about flipping back again, but I'm fine with doing the flipping up again. That was the right song. Okay, I don't know why it wasn't working. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That should now put a statue there. I believe he's put out the fire. Yes. When it wants to stop. Come on. Pop! Glide around, backwards, back, down, 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 and around, back, yeah, no, back, got it, yeah, okay, We got it. We got it. That's our 11th one. I should probably do something about that little guy. Messing around on that middle platform now that we've got the fairy. Oh, no! Cheeky guy. Okay. And he's just... Oh, come on. Bear with me here, bear with me here. Trying to find the platform spot. Drop down. There we go. Finally found him. I need the hook shot. Oh, I already have the hook shot, beautiful. Oh no! Oh no, I'm stuck! Oh, okay. Bring it on. Bit of an annoying place to be with this enemy. Really, I want to fight him in this little top bit here. There we go. Now he can't get to me. Yeah. Let's mock this guy. Baha! You can't get me. Nah. Nah. Oh, I thought. Okay. I could have sworn killing him gives you the chest, but no, I guess it's... Oh, it's the switch. That's right. Yeah. I was trying to remember where the switch was for this chest in here. It's right here. Do 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 do. I love this dungeon so much. Like, this is just like I can't. It's hard to explain what it is that makes me really love this dungeon. Besides the music and like it's cool. It's got lore and the visuals. There's just something about this dungeon that I'm having a fun time just playing through it. Like, nothing else matters. It's just this dungeon. Excuse me. Thank you for the rupees. Woo. Yeah. So obviously you can't do anything there. So we'll leave that be. That was the the water room. Oh my god, he's back. What? Oh, dude, you just made this easier on me. Let's pop my mask on, and we want to go up to the top now that we've got that key. Yeah, you'll notice we've been hit a lot more in this dungeon than a lot of the previous dungeons. So you do want to just watch your health a bit. But again, if you got all the stray fairies in the 3rd dungeon, that wonderful defense boost will really come in handy. Alright, this is one of the rooms where you're going to be flipping around a few times. You'll notice, like, this is the lava room from before. Actually, no, this is a unique... I don't think you ever go into this room. Yeah, you can't go into this room when it's upside down. It's just its own unique room. So obviously we can't go across the platform because it's too far away. But if we turn the room around, we get a new perspective on things. That's what I love about this dungeon. I just love that it's constantly challenging you in how you approach a room. Like, oh, I can't do anything this way around, so what if I go upside down and try things this way? Like, it tests how much you're thinking about the dungeon. Like, for example, you can stand in the middle of the room and do it that way, and then roll around as the Goron, or you can just stand on the edge and do that. This is the room I don't like. I do not like this room, though. I think this room is goes on a bit too long. This is an example of a room where the puzzle... You have the answer, like, ahead of time. It's very clear what I need to do. I push this block across to the other end. The problem is, pushing this block is slow. Enemies constantly respawn to give you magic and bubbles, which makes sense why they're there. So you never run out of magic and arrows. But I think it just makes this puzzle go on for ages, and you gotta deal with those annoying enemies. Although, I'm gonna try the stone mask. See if that helps me out in this room. If it does, then I just found a new reason to use the stone mask. Yet another reason to use the stone mask. This is going to be another Stone Mask for the win moment. You know what? Use the Stone Mask. Okay. If you want to make this room easier, use the Stone Mask. Once again, proving why it's the best mask in this game. Where is that? I need to push it. Where's the platform? Is it this corner or that corner? I think it's that corner over there. I need to get it. Yes, it's this corner at the side, so I gotta flip it over again. But yeah, the Stone Mask will make him ignore you, so put the Stone Mask on. I'm glad I thought of that. It definitely makes this room a bit less annoying. Still gotta watch out not to touch the enemies. There you go. I think you might be able to freeze them as well with ice arrows, but I wouldn't really want to do that because it just seems like a bit of a waste to me doing that. I need to get some more magic, excuse me. Bonk. I'm gonna just pull this over here. I don't know if that's actually the spot I need it on, but I'm gonna just do this anyway. No, I still need to push it a lot more. Push it forward twice. Oh, come on. And there you go. In it goes. Now, don't be stupid and think you have to flip it around. Just jump on the platform to get up there. And now we have our penultimate fight with the Wizrobe. We will fight this guy one more time in the game after this, and he will finally be gone. Because for the love of goodness, I've had enough of this. Also, interestingly enough, one of the rare moments where there's no boss music for this guy. I've still got my Stone Mask on, which doesn't work, by the way, on mini bosses, unfortunately. Light arrows make short work of this guy, though, because they're even stronger than a fire arrow. Oh, I never noticed all the weird noises he makes. That's cool. But there you go. Just like that, we have finally beaten him. Just grab the hook shot next. I thought there was a chest there. Okay, so you can hook shot there, like that. If you need to grab some items, you can use a hook shot there. There's a little top-up spot. I did always wonder how you got there, but yeah, that makes sense. Also, be careful not to fall into that hole there. We want the chest, which is there. Let's see what we got. Yeah, 12 stray fairies. 3 to go. And all we gotta do is, we gotta find the big key, wherever that is. We gotta get 3 more stray fairies. Oh, I've got my mask on. Go away. Kill the bow. I don't need the stone mask now. Now then, which do I want to do first? Well, first things first, let's fly over here. Oh my goodness. Annoying ghosts. I don't remember what, hang on, let me check what's in here first. Is this just the other flying room? Yeah, this is the other flying room, so we'll come back to this room in a moment. I want to just quickly hop in this platform, because there's a secret room over here. Well, it's not really a secret room, we have to go in here. Well, there's a room over here with a chest that we can see on the map, so let's go explore. And this introduces us to a new enemy. This is the Death Armors. A temple guard, look at that red mark on his chest. I know you've seen something like that before. I forgot it was Tal saying that. Yeah, so you want to hit them with a light arrow. These enemies. You flip them upside down, and you try and bait them to drop down. So instead of crushing you, they crush themselves. But they'll only stay flipped over for a moment. Oh! Enemies helping me out. Excuse me. Ghost. You are dead. I want to just kill all the enemies in this room. Yeah, these enemies can be really annoying. Because you gotta make sure you're locked on. And they're surprisingly hard to lock onto. So I want him to drop down. The camera's also not helping here. I know there's still an enemy around here somewhere. Nope, not there. There is an enemy, and I don't know where they are. He popped up. Where are you, ghost? This is one of the big ones, I think. Sure. Do 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 do. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. There you go. I'm trying to play it quickly, and it keeps reading my movements wrong. I'm like, okay, I'm messing up a bit here, but come on. Oh, we're just over 2 hours now. Not bad, actually. We're nearly done with Stone Tower, believe it or not. All we've got to do is find the big key. We've only got a few more rooms to explore. But that's all that was in this room. You know, I haven't used it really in this dungeon at all, because I'm trying to work off memory. But yeah, you'll see that my little fairy head's not on. So that means there's enough to check in here. So we can just move on to the next room. You'll notice it is on in here. So there's a stray fairy in this room. I know there's definitely one in the water room. And there's another one in the other water room. So I know those two, I need to flip the dungeon back around to get to them. I forgot. Hold on. I forgot you need to actually hit these from a distance. Just shoot them with an arrow. You need to crash them into another one, which I think this one's the easiest one to do that with. Or it won't. Okay. There you go. Clear the way. Put the mask on. You'll notice there's another knight stomping around up there, but we'll deal with him when we work our way up there. Which will be when we go to the dungeon. That leads us towards where the boss is. But we still need to find the boss key. And not only the boss key, we need to find 3 more stray fairies somewhere. So this is where that underwater area was. I believe this is the underwater room, I might be wrong. Yeah, no, I don't. Okay, let's keep going for a moment. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's just for us to do when we get the underwater access. Now, what I need to do... I want to just grab all them. Now we have the mini-boss. And this is the much harder mini-boss. You want to be very careful because this guy will hit like a truck. But he's got a basic pattern that you can exploit. I believe his name's Gomez. He's a really cool looking boss. What you want to do is you want to shoot him with a... As with any dungeon boss, you want to use the item you get in the dungeon. Expose him. And then you want to... I'm not doing this very well. Shoot with a light arrow. Stab in the chest. Hold the shield. And that's the pattern. Stab in the chest. Hold the shield. Repeat. Just watch the back. Oh my god, I didn't mean to do that. Just watch these little guys, because they can get in the way. If you need to, you can use the Deku form. Or just anything that damages to spin at them. But again, just watch out for getting too close to this boss. Oh, come on. If I can get a spin attack working. Once you hit him, he'll always spin back at you. Yeah, really, your best way of dealing with this guy is just don't let him intimidate you. Keep slashing, shoot an arrow, block his attack, slash him in the stomach, and you'll get to him. It's just a bit of a patience game, but this is a boss I usually do take a lot of damage on. But again, that double defense is a savior. So this is the first area of the game. This is the first mini boss. I would say, make sure you've got a fairy. Just in case. In fact, I'll say right now, I think he's actually can be harder than the actual boss of this dungeon. Not saying the boss of the dungeon can't be hard, it's just this mini boss can do a lot of damage. So, okay, we got the boss key. What do we do now? Well, we've not got much to do. If I just show you the map quickly. We've got the boss key. We've got 4 rooms, rather, with items to get. One of them's that water room. They've got 3 stray fairies. So obviously the stray fairies are in the chests. One's in the water room. The water room should be that one. One of them is... I know one of them's in the entrance room. And one of them is on our way to the other room. Yeah. Yeah, that's true that. If with Stone Tower, Link just falls into the heavens, and yet he's comes back like nothing happened right afterwards. Like, could you imagine falling into the sky? What that would be like? That's kind of terrifying. Ooh, I've never played it with Deku Link, but I like the sound of the Song of Storms with the saxophone. It's very funky. Okay, so I believe what I need to do now is I need to find where the room is. There's a room I need to get to. This is the underwater room. I know this room, how to get stuff here. This has to be... The chests I need are all the right side up ones. But there's another thing I need to find somewhere that I'm looking for. There's an entrance... There's an area near the start of the dungeon I need to get to that has a chest. I might actually use the map in a minute, just to work my way around. Although, I think it might just be the side room in this room, actually. I might know what I'm doing. I mean, we're making good progress. We've nearly done Stone Tower, as well as all of Ikana in one part. I think that's quite good progress. I will still be doing something else after, which is the last little side quest thing I need to do before the finale of the game, which the finale will be next part, not this part, because I'm already going on quite long. Alright, I hate this one. This enemy here is in the most annoying spot he could be in. Because obviously, I know what to do. You gotta hit him with that light arrow, and then you gotta like quickly get across, bait him into that, so he kills himself, but it's so easy to accidentally fall off the edge there. And I always have that problem. Luckily this time I didn't. Alright. Now we unlock a chest there, but you'll notice it's a upside down one. Now Navi's going to want us to grapple up there, go do that, you know, get the dungeon beat. However, what I'm actually going to do now that we've hit that switch, is I'm going to play the Song of Soaring and go back to the start of the dungeon, because I need to grab these chests from the right side up version of the world. of the dungeon. So just bear with me as I just go collect these last 3 chests. Luckily, I'm pretty sure they're quite easy to get to the rooms. Watch me forget how to get to them all. But yeah, so... Oh, also, speaking of which, can we talk about this? So the moon is actually upside down in the upside down world as well, which is just crazy. Like, how do you interpret this? I should also mention, this is a really random little tidbit, but there's like a tongue touching the Triforce here if you look carefully. The stone marking. And because they're like faces and the tongue touches it, so it sort of seems to be... There's a theory that it could be... This is like mocking the people trying to reach the heavens. Because the Triforce has always been associated with sort of... like... godly beings in Zelda, and obviously the tongue's sort of mocking it. Can I? Yeah, okay. Let's fall into the ground, I guess. Okay. Unfortunately, I do need to do all the switches again. If I remember to do the right order. No, I want this end one first. I never get tired of the Stone Tower theme. This is like top Zelda music for me. Can I just also say, I've been smiling since I got to this dungeon, and I'm in a good place. I love this dungeon. Like, this is my place. Like, this is where all my hard work playing Majora's Mask pays off. I get to come to this dungeon and just have a fun time. After all the stress... And it's weird, because this is the last dungeon. This should be the most stressful one. This should be the one that really annoys me and frustrates me. And no, I'm just having a nice mellow time with the music. And I'm having fun with the little puzzles in the dungeon. Like, it's a good challenge, but it's not an unfair challenge. And it's not... There's nothing frustrating in this dungeon, and that's what makes me love it. Like, some Zelda dungeons have that one spot where you go, oh god, you gotta do this. Like, the most annoying part is just that one room with the blobs, where you gotta keep flipping around, but it's just a little bit long. Like, it's a little tedious, that room, but it doesn't go on too... It's not as bad as it could be. Speaking of which, since this is the last dungeon and we're sort of wrapping up, I should probably just go over now that I think this game is a top contender for the best dungeons of any Zelda game. I feel like all 4 of them have good challenges, they're all really well thought out, and none of them feel like they're too ridiculously easy or too frustrating. They have this nice balance of difficulty where I feel like you can feel yourself around... If you just be patient and just look around the rooms carefully, you can find everything you need pretty well. And they still give you a good extra challenge with the Stray Fairies. And I love the Stray Fairies because... You know, it gives you more reason to explore a dungeon. Like, it's one thing to just be like, oh, yeah, I get this item that lets me do this or whatever, but it's cool as well that, oh, and if you go out your way and explore a bit of the dungeon, you'll get this cool reward. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not just doing a dungeon because, oh, it's the story and it's the game. You're doing a dungeon because, oh, and I get double magic, I get double defense, I get a cool spin attack. And even the reward for this dungeon's pretty good, to be fair. But we'll get into that when we get the reward. As we're just wrapping up Stone Tower now. I've just got to go back and grab the chests that I've unlocked from switches I've hit. So there should be one underwater somewhere here. That's right side up. That's the upside down one. And then I've got to get back to that other underwater room. If anyone remembers the way there. Oh, there it is. I see the... Okay, just let me go in there. Now I know I could wander around the dungeon, get myself back to this room. This is the fastest way, honestly. One of the... Unfortunately, because it's quite high up, you do have to dolphin jump here, which is a bit annoying. I don't mind the dolphin jump, but I think sometimes it can be a bit finicky. Like I say, right here I'm having issues jumping up there. I don't think resetting the room would help, because it'll send me back to the start of the other room. So there's no point me turning into a Goron. Come on, I had that. Just bear with me, swimming around. Yeah. I do also just want to say, the masks in general, like, I feel like I haven't just gone... I feel like this being the last dungeon, I should just go over, like, general things of the game, and... the masks in this game are so fun to use. Yes, there are masks that don't always do a lot, like some of the side quest masks, but I like collecting them, and I like... They all feel like there's something cool about them and something special. Okay, I need my bombs, is it? Oh, come on, I threw that. Jerk. There should be number 4. Yay, we got them all. Now, what you could do, potentially, with the stray fairies, is you could... Wait. What you could do is, now I've got the stray fairies, I could go get the reward and then finish the dungeon, but honestly, I played the wrong song. I played the wrong song. I played the Elegy of Emptiness. You know what? No. If we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it with him in the background, so he can judge me for my mistakes. I played the wrong song. Okay. Let's get away from that scary statue. Bye bye. What I was gonna say before all that is, I don't think the reward for this dungeon helps with the boss of this. You'll see why when we get the reward, but I prefer just having the reward after the dungeon. But if you really want to go grab the reward, you can do that before the boss. In this case, because you do need to come back out the dungeon to get the last stray, I believe. I don't believe you can get the stray... Maybe you can. I don't know. I don't usually find a way to get the stray fairy that I need while it's right up, upside down. If anyone else knows a way to do that, it'd be cool to see. I don't mind though, because like I say, we get to see us fall into the sky one more time. And off we go! No! Okay. Jump on there, jump on there, jump on there. Oh, I'm going way too fast to the edge. Jump on there. Now what say we finish this dungeon off? Something I found weird in this dungeon is the fact that, for once, the dungeon boss, the way to the dungeon boss is actually like right. It's on the upside down version, not the right side up version of the boss. Oh, Navi's going nuts. I need to get the hook shot. Where are you? Now what I need to do is find the right angle, because we need to hook shot up to where she's going off towards. And you can get it from certain spots in this room. I need a better view of this. Where is it? I know it's up there. I'm just trying to find the... How do I get to it? She's supposed to ping it, and she's not pinging anything. No, that's not right. Also, it's super random, but I always feel like this would have been a really good stage in Super Smash Bros. I feel like Stone Tower, where like maybe the level flips around while you're fighting, would have been a really cool mechanic. Navi, come on. See, she's trying to go to it, but she's not. I keep calling her Navi, I mean Tattle. There you go, that's what we're trying to get. This one up here. You got a hook shot up here. This chest to get that. And this is just another example of dungeon design I love. Like, who would think to hook shot a chest would be required to get to the last thing in the last rooms in the dungeon. But you may have noticed there was still one more chest to find in this dungeon in this room. So let's fight our good friend. I think he's called Igor. Right?
It's an Igor. Simply attacking it is no good. I say you should pay attention to the subtle changes in his eye.
Yeah, the subtle changes. By that, the glaringly obvious change. It can be really annoying, this. Come on. Oh, God. Oh, I'm going to run out of magic. Ah! No, I didn't mean to put my fish form on. What do? I've kind of run out of magic. I've run out of light arrows. I've run out of magic. Oh, please tell me there's some magic in here. So this is awkward. I need magic. I can't get past him without magic. I kind of forgot to get magic. Whoops. Yeah, forget it. I'll be back. I'll be back with full magic. Oh, that takes me up here. No, I don't want to be up here. I don't want to be up here yet. I need magic! Should be some magic jars in here. See, come on. They're falling into the sky. I've heard the sky falling, but not the pots falling into the sky. The pots falling into the sky. Wait, try again. Yeah. Alright, take two with Igor. Pretend that first part didn't happen. Here we go. Bring it on, Igor. I'm ready for you. You're not supposed to be hard. I'm making this look a lot harder than it is. Just shoot him twice with a light arrow. I'm gonna run out of magic again, aren't I? Oh, please don't tell me it's... Okay. But I can't kill him again! Come on! Oh my god. I've run out of magic. I'm running out of magic. This is shameful. This is so bad. This is atrocious. Like, come on. And you know what? If they wouldn't fall into the heavens, I wouldn't have this problem. Give me my magic. Thank you. Alright. Third time trying. Stupid Igor. Worst part is, this is the... We're right at the end of the dungeon. I'm having these issues at the very end of the dungeon with this stupid mini-boss. In quotes, because he only takes 2 hits. That's the worst part of this. What am I doing? What am I actually doing? Also, can I just say, I've been standing taking shots when I could just shield him. Hold my shield on. I just like the da 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 da. I missed. Ah, no. Just kill him. Oh my god. He is not that hard. I just was having the worst luck. But you know what? As terrible as that is, I think it's amazing I've landed right in front of the chest. So let's see what our last reward is. In this dungeon. Ooh, we got the Giant's Mask. Within this mask lies the might of a giant, but can you use its power anywhere? Yeah, spoiler alert, you can't use this anywhere. It only works in one specific room, and it's the boss. Which is the most disappointing mask. Like, it's cool what it does, but it only works in one room. Like, what's the point? Why make a mask like this? Like, I think they should have let you goof around with this. But that's just me. What we need to do now is I need to get some magic for a start. Out of my way, Beamos. I gotta just top my magic up, because we're gonna need magic for this boss. And I want to equip, I want to put the Giant's Mask on. Because that is all we need for this. Right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna... So... In the 3DS version, you get the Giant's Mask in the middle of this boss fight, and the first phase is just an archery fight, where you just use arrows. But in this version, you can either go fighting with arrows, or use the Giant's Mask, or even both. I personally prefer using the Giant's Mask, because I've tried beating this boss with arrows before, and it's very finicky. Anyway, this is Giant Masked Insect, Twin Mold. It's very finicky trying to hit them with arrows. Basically, you want to just hit the tails. But this is the room where the Giant's Mask works, which turns us into a giant. Now, as Giant Link, you move slower. You can also hit the face as well, so if the tails are just not agreeing with you, then just whack at them. Yeah, you can do most of what you could do. But yeah, your main thing's going to be you just want to whack them with your sword. Also, do not go far out into this room. You can fall out of bounds in this room, and it will send you back to the start of the dungeon itself. So you'll have to trek all your way back to here. Do not do it. I highly recommend stay as close to the middle area as you can. Like, I would fight him as much as you can around this. But this is the boss fight. This is basically it. It's not very hard. Your biggest worry might just be magic, which, to be fair, if you drink that Chateau Romani, which I didn't, you can make this boss easier. Because you never have to worry about the magic part of it. But yeah, it's not too hard. Just pop that Giant Mask on, swat at him. However, this is the boss I think the 3DS version did the worst. Because the first phase is fine, you shoot it with arrows, kind of fun, I like it, I like the change up, it was interesting. The second half with the Giant's Mask, they make it so you can't swing your sword, you now have to punch him, but you move so slow and the punch has such limited range. The only other way to hit him is with these rocks, which we only have a couple of. You can throw him out of bounds. And you gotta hit him a lot of times to knock him down. And he takes like 3-4 hits in that phase, like where you slam him down with a Giant's Mask to kill him. And I think, what's the point? Like, as you can see here, this version of the boss fight it's simple. Be a giant, whack around at him. It's not the most interesting boss, but it's a fun idea. But yeah, enough ranting about that. We've finally got Twin Mold's Remains. And that is the final Mask Spirit released. And we are now, technically, ready to finish the game. But yeah, that was Stone Tower. Wonderful dungeon, love it so much. The boss fight's a bit meh, but I will take this version any day over the 3DS version of the boss fight.
Well, we've helped all of you. That's all we can do. Call us. That's what they're saying. Without being told, we understand, so...
Sorry about that. I don't know what just happened, but OBS just had issues disconnecting. I'm just double checking. The stream's running before we continue. I've created a suspend point, so if anything happened, like if we lost any moments of the footage, I can redo it. It's saying my chat's connected again. I just want to make sure before I continue. Everything's okay. I don't know what happened, it just suddenly popped up saying the chat's disconnected. I'm like, oh no. Again, I've created a suspend point just at this moment in case anything's gone wrong. Real shame because we're right at the end as well. We've only got a little something to do. But as long as it's all running okay, I can continue. Okay. Alright, let's keep going.
Forgive your friend? Forgive our friend? What do you mean by forgive? Huh? What friend?
Okay. Well, despite that little hiccup there, pretty good run of Stone Tower Temple. And with Stone Tower completed, we release the evil spirits around this area. I'll be honest, I don't really understand fully what the difference is when we make this area better. All I know is that we need to do this to beat the game. So, yay, we got rid of the evil spirits. I'm guessing maybe like there's no more Gibdos, or like maybe there's no more like evil undead creatures around. I don't know. I never really noticed a big difference in Ikana compared to the other areas, but like, I understand the point of it is, like, we released, like, the evil around the well, this area, but it's not the most obvious. But with that out of the way, we are now going to go into, I believe it is this little hut right here, which is our fairy fountain. Thankfully, it takes us right next to the fairy fountain. So let's see what our final reward is for all our hard work with those stray fairies. I should also mention, while I'm just skipping through this, because she says the same sort of thing that we've seen from the other ones. There was cut content of a training sequence where the stray fairies would actually train Link, and he would do like exercises. But yeah, it was cool. I don't know why, because it was a really cool idea. But yeah, but our reward for the Stone Tower is the Great Fairy Sword, which is the most powerful sword in the game. However, it's not equipped like a regular sword, which is the only problem I have with this. Like, I really like the idea of this. Like, you get this cool special sword, but it's weirdly a equipable item. It's also two-handed, so you can't use your shield. But this thing hits like a truck, and it is a pretty good reward for the last dungeon. Although, to be honest, you won't use it very often because we're kind of in the end game now. Like, all we've got to do is this one little side quest that I've got to go sort out. And then we're ready to go save the world. In fact, what I'm going to do in this part is, rather than play the Song of Time, I'm actually going to just leave this part with a quick save with the owl statue. I'm also going to create a suspend point in case there's any problem, if I run into any problems next time I play the game. But, because the suspend point will take me to where I need to be. I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way. Oh no. Okay, well, yeah, so there's a little path there that can take you to the swamp for some reason. I don't understand why. I guess they just wanted to connect it. But yeah, we don't want that. We wanted to go the other direction. So don't mind me, I'm just gonna go this way. We want to go this way to do our last little side quest of the game. Which, it feels really sad actually. Like, I love Majora's Mask, and just knowing the side quests are about to be done is kind of a shame. Because I love the side quests in this game. Whoa, 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 ah, ah, ah. Sorry. Stuff's popping up I don't want. Go away. Are we still running alright? Oh, whoa, 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 we're chugging. Oh, we're chugging. Let me just stand still a minute. Make sure everything's okay. Ah, God. Okay. So this is what happens. I stream for a couple hours and the game just chugs all of a sudden, right at the end. Come on. We're so close to done. I don't need to do much more. Just got this last little thing to do. Okay, I was hoping to find some more magic, but I guess not. Unless it's in this one. Alright. Okay, I want to just apologize right now. Because my screen is suddenly chugging along, and I don't know why it's doing this now. It's been smooth for the whole part, and now suddenly I'm having issues with the speed. Should hopefully look alright on the capture. But yeah, I just apologise if there's any slowdown or it's suddenly gone all stuttery.
Hehehe. It seems somehow you have managed to send the Ikana's wandering spirits into peace.
But outside of Ikana, there are still swarms of wandering spirits with lingering regrets. Run on sentences, mate.
The ones in this room want to meet you again and have been waiting here for quite a while. Go see them if you feel like it. I'm sure they'll welcome you. Hehehe.
Okay, so this unlocks when you finish Stone Tower. And what we have here is basically a little mini-boss gauntlet. Where we're going to be fighting a mini-boss relating to all 4 dungeons. Oh my god. Oh god, the frames were chopping. Oh. I'm just going to power through. We're nearly done with this part. It doesn't matter which order you do this, so... I don't know. Let's just go this one. But yeah, this is the last thing we're going to do. We're going to just fight these 4 mini-bosses. Which one's this? Oh, Wizrobe. Our, friend, I guess? I'm going to try use the Great Fairy Sword as well. Because I figure I've got it. I might as well. Where I can. Just show off the power of the sword. I'm also going to pop on the bunny hood to give us some speed. Oh, I'm so sorry about the frame rate, people. Nope. Okay. Next spot. Oh, come on. That hit him. Yeah. Where is he going now? No! Come on! Oh, thank God for that extra range, though. Yeah, they're not different. These are the mini bosses are exactly the same as they were when you first fought them. There's no like health difference or anything, I don't believe. Oh, come on. What? I had a jump slash on that guy. I'll be ready. Just gonna wait for him to pop up over here. Oh, you. Come on! Yeah! Down he goes. The reward in the chests that you get is just rupees, by the way. So, if you still need that 5,000 rupee reward, go get them. If you don't need it, then just don't bother with the chest. Yeah. Jump across. There's one. Ah, God, it looks so choppy. Again, I'm really sorry about the frame rate. I think it's just because it's starting to... because of that issue with the connection it had. Ah, this is this... oh no, this is this one. I hate this mini-boss. I'll need... bombs and arrows for this.
Fire arrow, I guess, will be best for this one. I don't know if the light arrows are any good for this, but... Hello, eyeball. Time for the worst mini-boss of the lot. This is easily the hardest of the mini-bosses. And I don't think this is probably the hardest mini-boss in the game for me. This one or the bat thing in Stone Tower are my hardest mini-bosses. I still don't really have a good strategy for this besides just pop bubbles and hope for the best. Come on, I'm trying to spin attack and it's not. There you go. Thank you. Let's just kill that frame rate. Really not hit him? I'll take it. That was not a good run. But you know what? We beat him. We whacked a bunch and we got him. Thank God for that double defense, because yeah, that boss would be a lot worse without it. I'm not grabbing the. I'm not grabbing the rupees because I don't need them anymore. They don't do anything for me. I've got the reward I needed them for. So as nice as it is to get that little dopamine of, ooh, I got money, it's like I don't need them. There's literally nothing I can do with them besides just buying random items. Oh, goodness. Oh, this is going to be it. This is going to be the... Right at the end, right at the tail end of this part has been pretty good, pretty smooth, all things considered. Like, haven't had too many technical issues. We have the stream threatened to just end all of a sudden, right at the end of Stone Tower, and the frame rate is just dying right now. Is it this one? Oh, Garrow Master. Nope. In some ways, it's actually harder to fight this guy with the fairy sword because not being able to use a shield really hurts. Oh, come on. But he doesn't take many hits, at least, because the Great Fairy Sword is that powerful. You know what? Just to show quickly that I'm not lying about the chest. Let's just grab one of them. Why not? At least it's one. There you go. See? 100... Oh, sorry, not 50 rupees, 100 rupees. So, you know, you make money. But, considering how late this is, I figure... If you still need the rupees right now, you just probably haven't done the heart challenge, the 5,000 rupee challenge. But yeah. Oh no! Whoa! 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 I landed on the edge. Let's see. Jump. Jump. Oh! Stop! 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 Link! Stop! I gotta hope I go the right way. The right way. Please be the right one. All I'm missing is the forest one. Yeah, here we are. Southern Swamp mini boss. If you want to know the power of the Great Fairy Sword, this is the boss that proves it. Two dead in one hit, 3 dead in one hit. One hit killed all of them. I think that's superb. Alright. Oh, apologies about the frame rate. Like I said, we're wrapping up now. There we go.
Hee, you really are an amazing person, Gally. It seems you've somehow managed to heal their souls. Maybe I shall vanish soon myself. Well then, yee.
And we do that, and we get our final reward. So let us get our reward. Final height piece. There we go. So you'll notice we have 19 hearts. And there's that weird gap there. Well, the last hearts are actually in the final area of the game. Where's the final area of the game? Well, we'll find out on the next part when we go to the moon. We've got to stop that moon somehow, and I think now is the time to do it. However, not literally now, because I'm going to go to an owl statue in Clock Town and end the part here. Apologies about the choppiness of the frame rate towards the end there. I don't know what's happened. I think it just lost a bit of connection. It's been trying to catch up since. So yeah, apologies again about that, but otherwise this is where we're going to wrap things up. So before I do anything, I'm going to create a suspend point just to be safe that we definitely keep all our progress and we have nothing lost here. Since I'm not going to play the Song of Time, as we're already in the second day right now. And what we need to do is we need to wait till the final day, the final hours, go up to the top of the tower in Clock Town, and we need to stop that moon. Because now you'll see we have all the masks except for one little mask here, which has a special icon, which we'll get next part. We've got all 4 of the boss masks done. We've got the best sword, best shield, we've got the best quiver, the best bomb bag, we've got all the songs from the ocarina. We have a completed heart piece with 19 hearts. We've got all the diary filled and done. We've got all of Termina mapped out. We've got 6 bottles. We've got our Great Fairy Sword. We have every item here. This item we will see in the next part what that is, which it's bomb chews. It's nothing special. You can buy them at the bomb shop, but we'll get a use out of them in the next part. But yeah, so that's absolutely everything we need to finish the game. So on the next stream of Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, we will be finally finishing the game. We will be stopping the moon from crashing into Termina. Sorry about any technical issues towards the end there, but yeah, we have these issues with live streams and we work through them. I'm still learning, but yeah, I hope you all enjoyed watching. It's been a fun one. I really love Stone Tower again, and yeah, thanks for watching. Have a nice evening. Take care, everyone. See ya.